Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a great day, and in today's episode, I want to do some more work on the keep, specifically the upper levels, which are looking very flat and rather boring right now. Some of you, well, actually quite a few of you, said that the keep looks like a sleeping man with the eyes and the mustache. And once you see it, it can't be unseen. So we're going to do a little bit to the upper levels here, which will hopefully take care of that and get rid of the face that is our keep currently. Anyway, I've got some materials ready to go here, and I've got some things laid out. This will not take the entire episode. This may be another one of those episodes where we kind of work on a bunch of little smaller portions, little smaller projects. We'll have to see. But let's start with this one. I'm going to grab some dark oak stairs, some spruce wood planks, and some dark oak fences, I think. And yeah, that should be good. Oh, and some scaffolding blocks. There we go. So, first thing I want to do... Oh, and you know what else I need? I need dark oak slabs. There we go. I knew I was forgetting something. So what we're going to do is 3 windows here, and each of these windows is going to be the same. They'll be identical. So let's see. This will be the center right here. Let's do that. We're going to put a row of spruce like so, and then some spruce slabs like this, and I think I'm going to swap these guys out for slabs as well. So we'll get kind of this shape like so, which I think is good. And then let's get up here, and let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's go 5. That should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And same here. Like so. Okay. And then we'll go there and there. And then we're going to switch to slabs. Okay. So we'll go like this. Next level here. Oh, come on now. Next level there. There we go. So we'll have kind of this shape like this. And then we'll take spruce planks. Oh, that's... Yeah, there we go. We need to take that out. And you as well. And we're going to make like a little frame right here. Okay? So it's going to look basically like this. And then last, we'll take some dark oak fences and put them right here. And then this section right here, this is going to be the window, okay? That's where we'll put the actual window itself. Actually, we'll probably put, well, maybe, I don't know if we're going to put the window on the stone level or on the wooden level, but either way, that's where the window itself is going to go. So let's take a look at it from a little bit farther back. You can see it looks pretty good. Those are not my rockets. There we go. And if we look at it from a distance, it looks like an eyebrow. It kind of does, actually. But once we have all 3 of them in there, I think it'll look a lot better. So let me get the other 2 built, and then I'll come back to you. All right, guys, I am back. Check it out. I think that looks really good. That looks really good. I'm liking it quite a lot. I think that will get the job done, and it definitely takes away from the face sort of feeling that we were getting before. Also, we're going to have a doorway like right here, which I think will also help, although maybe it'll end up looking like a nose. I don't know. Either way, I think it's looking pretty good. It's a good start. Fly, please? Nope. Nope. Try again. Server performance sometimes. There we go. So, I think that part is done. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the keep and the castle project as a whole. The goal of this project is to make a castle, right? And when I say the castle, I'm referring to include the surrounding town, right? Everything within the confines of the wall, which is going to go basically around this whole dark oak forest biome. It's all considered the castle, as I've said many times. The goal is to make a relatively historically accurate castle slash keep slash town slash whatever, right? However, with that said, there are certain limitations within Minecraft itself that are going to make it impossible to make a completely accurate castle and keep, even on this scale. So there's certain limitations there. And the other thing too is that there are certain elements of design that we're going to have to incorporate in order for it to still look good. Because if you go back and you look at pictures of actual historical castles and keeps, right? Look at like a Norman keep or some of those kinds of things. They're kind of boring. They really are. There's not a lot of depth in the walls. There's not a lot of detail. There's very little color. They're honestly pretty boring. So in order for us to make this look good, we are going to have to make certain sacrifices as far as realism goes. And what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate fantasy elements into the build, but in a way that isn't completely implausible, if that makes sense. Like, there will be certain things in this castle that you wouldn't probably see on an actual historical castle, but that at the same time wouldn't be completely beyond reality, right? It's something that plausibly could have been on a castle or a keep. It's just not something you would have actually seen. For example, let me give you a perfect example of this. Where's staircase? Here we go. For example, if we go outside this way, here we go, and we look at the roof of the keep as an example, right? Honestly, you would probably never find a roof like this on a keep. You just wouldn't see it. With that said, I like the way it looks. It looks good. You also probably wouldn't find a keep that was tiered and layered like this, at least not to the same extent, if it was completely historically accurate. But at the same time, those are elements of other architectural styles from the time period, like Gothic architecture, that you would that technologically they would have been able to do, right? And like these towers here are supported. They go all the way down. These are things that would have been possible, but that you just didn't actually see in history. And I think it's okay to make some sacrifices like that, so that the build as a whole, so that the build as a whole can look better. I think that's going to be important. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that throughout this project. There'll be some things that may not be completely historically accurate, but that at the same time wouldn't be completely beyond the realm of possibility. Which actually brings me to another point. A lot of you have said they wouldn't have torches everywhere, all over the place in castles. There wouldn't be torches like this. They wouldn't be everywhere. And you're right. There were not that. In fact, castles were generally pretty dark. And if they needed light in a room, they would carry like a candle around with them, or maybe a torch, but more than likely it would be lit with candles, right? However, there are no candles in Minecraft. The closest thing we have is torches. So some of this lighting we'll do by hiding lighting, but at the same time, we'll do lighting with torches, because even though you wouldn't actually see torches all over the place in historical castles, it's a much more plausible idea than, I don't know, electrical lighting. You know what I mean? And the castle does have to be lit up because it's Minecraft and mobs could spawn, and I don't want to like turn a corner and have a creeper be right here and blow up my work and my details and stuff like that. Like, imagine if we were in this room and a creeper were to explode, like right here, he'd take out all these beds, he'd take all this detail, these carpets and stuff like that, and that's just not a good idea. So we do need lighting in the castle, and even though torches on the walls and stuff like that are really something that you would see a lot more in Hollywood and in movies, and that you wouldn't actually see that in real historical castles, it's something that we just kind of have to do. It's one of those aspects where we have to sacrifice reality in the name of practicality, if that makes sense. Because ultimately this is a game. This is a survival server, and this is Minecraft, not reality. And because of that, there are certain things where we're going to take some kind of creative freedoms, if that makes sense. Also, I should probably point out there was a live stream, and this texture variation has been completed on basically the whole front of the castle. So that's pretty good. That's cool. Still need to do it in this little section right here, but that's okay. We'll get that done. I think the next thing to add some detail to the castle is I'd like to get 2 more windows, one here and one here. I'm thinking I want them to be a little thinner than those ones up top. The ones up top are 7 wide, I believe. Yeah, 7 wide each. I think they're 7 by 6 or so, 7 by 7. I don't know. They're 7 wide. I'm thinking the ones here are going to be 5 wide, and we'll put one right about here and one right about here. So let me get those worked out, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. Check it out. We got those windows in place as well, and looking pretty good, I think. They're a little bit thinner, but they definitely add a lot. So the front of the castle, or the front of the keep, I keep saying castle every single time, the front of the keep is starting to look pretty good, I think. It's the wood really adds that nice highlight that we need, and I think it helps a lot. So that's starting to look good. I want to get some flags, some banners, if you will, up there. That was the other option as well. Let me know. These windows, if you don't like these 2 windows, we could replace them with some wool banners kind of hanging down. That would be another option as well. Definitely a fantasy element, but at the same time, that would be another option to really add some detail to those walls and kind of break up all of this gray. This lower level, we're not going to have any windows, but we will have arrow slits and things like that to kind of add some detail. So let me know about that for sure. But yeah, the next step is going to be banners or flags, streamers, whatever you want to call them, on the top of these 2 towers, and maybe some other locations as well, but definitely on the top of those 2 towers. So I need to go and gather myself some green wool because I don't have much of it. Oh, speaking of wool, don't ask me how. I had a ton of sheep and cows in here, and 80% of them are dead. All the cows are dead. The sheep are dead. I don't know if there was a creeper. I don't think there was, because I don't see the results of a creeper explosion. I don't know what happened here. Maybe the NHO came and, like, tried to get revenge by killing a bunch of my livestock? Or maybe they just glitched into the walls. I honestly don't know. But all of my cows that I spent a whole bunch of time bringing over have been killed. They are deceased. They have ceased to be. They have met their maker. They are no more. Anyway, I'm going to work on those banners, guys, and then I'll be back with you. What in the world is going on? I came into the Nether because I wanted to use the pentaspawner to get a bunch of string for the wool, and there's a small army of zombies who noticed me and are now chasing me around the Nether. They came from down this hallway. Given that Tango is down this hallway, I'm thinking it's a Tango tech. I think it was Tango. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to run this way, though, and try to avoid... Hi. Yep, run away. Pentaspawner. Let's get this way. We run. I have no idea what is going on with all those zombies, but they are definitely in the nether, and they definitely are trying to kill me. I don't want to kill them in case that's something Tango is intentionally doing, but yeah, this is the pentaspawner. Collect mobs, quick kill. Ooh, the lag. Okay, on. Good. So where does one get the loots? Because it's, well, first of all, does the pentaspawner have spiders? I see zombies, skeletons. Because if this doesn't have spiders, this isn't going to do me any good. Zombie. Ah, none of these are spiders. Okay. Well, looks like I'm off to find string in some other way. All right, guys, I am back. Check that out. Those banners up there looking gorgeous. The keep itself is just so much improved. It's so good. The banners that you see there, those are heavily based on some designs by a guy who some of you may have heard of, a guy named iBob, relatively small YouTuber. Hasn't actually uploaded for quite some time, but did a lot of tutorials that were about like small little details, like flags and tombstones and shelves and just little like detail type stuff. Really cool stuff, actually. I highly recommend you check him out, even if he's not actually actively uploading anymore. But I'll put a link in the description to the banner video. Those are based on two of his designs. They're not a carbon copy, but they're based. They're just tweaked a little bit. I changed a couple things about them I didn't like, but I think it looks really good. And look at that sunset. That is so beautiful. Yeah, this place is really coming together. It's really coming together. I love it. Okay, so let's oh, look at that landing. Didn't even crash. Just a little bit of landing. Good stuff. Let me take a nap, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some work on kind of the front towers. I think it would be really good if we did those front towers and put arrow slits in them. We don't want to put full windows in the outermost level. Tell you what, let me get my stuff all organized. Let me get all this stuff put away and whatnot, and I will explain momentarily. Okay, so we've got these towers here, right? And I think what I want to do is put a couple of arrow slits into the towers, and we're just going to do them basically like this, because this is really the only way I can think of to do arrow slits in a way that actually looks sensible. Let's just take a look at those from over here. Oh, you can barely even tell that those are there. Like they're there, but you can barely tell. I don't know. We may have to revise that a little bit. I'd like to have arrow slits down farther as well. Where's my ender pearls? Right here. Let's just ender pearl to right here, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, maybe right here. What's back here? Okay, we'll put them down one, because this would actually be a spot where they would be. There we go. So we'll go like so, right? Makes it... It can't necessarily shoot out of them. They're not in the best location for that, for them to be practical. I mean, I suppose we could lower them by 1 block as well, and it may not be the end of the world, but let's see where that puts us at. That's a little better. You can tell from here that they're there. Like when you look at it from an angle, you can see those little indentations. Oh, wait, we fell in a hole. Yeah, I mean... Ideally, I'd like them to stand out a little bit more, but once again, comes to one of those things where in Minecraft there are limitations as to what you can actually get away with. And this is one of those cases, I think, where because of the way that Minecraft is designed, there's only so much you can do. The other cool thing is that this is going to kind of let some light in here. It won't, like... actually let light through, because stairs are not transparent in that way. But it will kind of give the illusion of a little bit of light in here, which I think is a good thing. I also want to put a torch right there. Okay. So let's see how that tower looks. Those should both match now. Yep, those two towers match. That's good. Okay, so we've got our arrow slits there. Let's also try and work out arrow slits for the corner towers, and this is going to be a little bit trickier. Because what I want to do... Let's just... Nope, that's that's nothing. Well, first of all, are there any spots where this actually peeks outside? Not there. Not there. I don't know if there are. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, is this just an empty tower? Oh, it is. I didn't actually do anything with these, did I? Oh, okay. So, is that the same on both? Did I, like, forget that part of the whole building a castle thing? Did I, like, completely space on that? I don't even know how to get over there, honestly. How do I... Oh, yeah. Okay, so I did. So we need to get staircases in here for sure. Or we could do a ladder as well. We could run a ladder up. Although I like that option a lot less than staircases. I didn't even realize that that wasn't done. Because this is the staircase right here that I use. So, okay, that's fine. It's fine. Let's try something out here. I'm going to need a lot more slabs than that. Let's just take these to start with. Also, you can go back, and let's actually grab a couple of spruce stairs as well. They could come in handy. And then we'll just kind of clear a lot of this extra junk out of our inventory as well. I don't need that many. I'll take like one stack of stone brick. Put that stuff away. Cobble in there and... Oh, there we go. And stone in there. Okay, let's try this out. I want to see... We figured out how to do the staircase for these smaller... I guess this would basically be like a 5x5 circle, but with the corners, it's essentially a 5x5 square, but with the corners inset just a little bit. This, on the other hand, is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7x7 circle, right? So I want to see if we can figure out how to get a nice slope on this without like completely ruining it. We figured out the 5x5 pretty easily actually. This one I have a feeling though is going to be a bit trickier. So what I'm thinking is maybe we could do something like this, right? Like that looks pretty good. The hard part is getting this little portion right. So we'd probably go here, there, like so. This part would probably come up more. And it's not going to be exact. Like, it's not, this is going to be one of those staircases that absolutely drives some of you insane, because it won't be perfectly symmetrical or anything, but I think this might work. That actually worked out very well. I'm very proud of myself. Awesome. Okay, so now what we need to do, right, is we need to get some arrow slits in here. So we're going to put one, and this is going to be a little tricky. We're going to put one, nope, not there. One right, I want to put it right there. There we go. So we'll have like an arrow slit here. This little part of the tower, we can knock out a little space. We can have arrow slit there. This over here, sure, we'll put an arrow slit right there. We're just kind of spreading these around, and what this is going to ultimately do, now this should be the inside of the castle, right? Yeah, or the inside of the keep. So that's not going to do us any good on that end, but over like here, for example, you know, different spots, we're just going to put these arrow slits in. And what's going to end up happening as a result of doing that is that they're basically going to like wrap around, and it's going to kind of create this cool effect where you can like see, maybe we put one, and maybe we put one right here, right? Like that. And then we'll do something like this. So there's an arrow slit here. Maybe another arrow slit. Maybe we kick that one out this way. You guys get the idea, I think. And I think that's probably all the farther we need to go, actually. So now, let's run down here. Take a nap super quickly. And then we'll try and take a look at it from outside, see how it looks. There we go. Okay, so, let's see what we got. Take a look at it from, wow, look at all the things burning. They're all on fire. Take a look at it from over here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that does it. Like, that creates the effect we want, kind of randomized arrow slits, but they follow the staircase, so it sort of makes sense. I like it, especially this side right here. This is nice. This is really nice over here. That'll do. We'll want to do that ultimately on the other towers and stuff as well, but you guys can kind of start to get an idea now of how this whole project is coming together. Some of the details that we're going to be adding as the project goes on, and little things like that. I mean, I think that this keep looks 100 times better than it did at the start of this episode. I mean, just look at the difference there. That is a beautiful thing. Also, videos, clouds on. Yeah, look at that. Other than the fact that there's a giant cloud going through my keep. But you know, other than that, it looks great. Guys, unfortunately, I am out of time for this episode. My friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.